Hey everyone, welcome to another exploration of ancient wisdom. I'm here with more timeless life lessons from the great sages and philosophers of the East and West, from Lao Tzu to Epictetus. Perfect for listening while you work, relax, or reflect. Let's dive into today's stories. Lao Tzu Daily Life. Lao Tzu said, "The Tao is like a well, used but never used up. A village drew water daily, yet the well never ran dry." This teaches us that true resources, like love and kindness, are infinite when shared wisely. Socrates, self-growth Socrates said, "He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have." A man who always wanted more was never happy, while one who was content found peace. This teaches us to be grateful. Contentment is true wealth. Confucius, work Confucius taught. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. A merchant who chased profit lost trust, while one who acted justly thrived. In work, this means prioritizing integrity over quick gains. Seneca, Daily Life. Seneca taught, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." A rich man who craved more was miserable, while a poor man who was content was happy. This reminds us to focus on what we have, not what we lack. Bhagavad Gita, self-growth Krishna taught, "The wise are not swayed by praise or blame." A king stayed calm despite criticism, while another reacted and fell. This means staying steady. Don't let others' opinions define your worth. Aristotle, work Aristotle taught, "The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness." A man who lived mindfully found meaning, while one who didn't felt empty. In work, this means living with intention. Be aware of each moment to make better decisions. Zhuangzi, Daily Life. Zhuangzi said, "The sage does not distinguish between himself and the world. A sage saw all as one, while a merchant saw only separation." This reminds us to connect with others. We're all part of the same whole. Epictetus, self-growth Epictetus taught, "If you seek truth, you will not seek victory." A Stoic sought understanding, not to win arguments, and found peace. This teaches us to value truth over ego. Seek to learn, not to be right. Lao Tzu, self-growth. Lao Tzu said, "The Tao is hidden and has no name." A scholar tried to define the Tao and failed, while a sage felt it in silence. This teaches us to embrace mystery. Some truths are felt, not explained. Plato, Daily Life. Plato taught, "The greatest privilege of a human life is to become a midwife to the birth of the soul in another." A teacher who inspired his students found fulfillment. In daily life, this means helping others grow. It's a noble act. Confucius, work Confucius taught, "The superior man is distressed by his lack of ability." A scholar worked hard to improve, while another was lazy and failed. In work, this means always striving to grow. Never settle for mediocrity. Marcus Aurelius, self-growth. Marcus Aurelius taught, "Do every act of your life as if it were your last." An emperor lived each day fully, while another wasted time. This means living with purpose. Make every moment count. Bhagavad Gita, Daily Life. Krishna taught, "The wise see the same in all." A king treated a beggar with respect, while another ignored him and lost loyalty. This means treating everyone equally. kindness knows no rank. Seneca, work, Seneca taught. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. A man who spread himself too thin failed, while one who focused succeeded. In work, this reminds us to focus. Do one thing well, not many things poorly. Zhuangzi, self-growth, Zhuangzi said, "The sage is still, and the world settles around him." A sage's calmness brought peace to others, while a restless man caused chaos. This reminds us to cultivate inner stillness. It radiates outward. Lao Tzu, daily life. Lao Tzu said, "The Tao is like a river. It flows without effort." A man who forced his way struggled, while one who flowed with life thrived. This teaches us to go with the flow, don't fight life's natural rhythm. Socrates, self-growth, Socrates said, "The life which is unexamined is not worth living." A man who reflected on his life found meaning, while one who didn't felt lost. This teaches us to reflect. Take time to understand your life's purpose. Confucius, work, Confucius taught. The superior man is aware of his own ignorance. A scholar who admitted his limits grew wise, while one who didn't stagnated. In work, this means being humble. Admit when you don't know something. Seneca, daily life, Seneca taught. A man is as miserable as he thinks he is. A man who thought positively thrived, while one who thought negatively suffered. This reminds us to control our thoughts. They shape our happiness. Bhagavad Gita, self-growth, Krishna taught. The wise are free from desire. A man who let go of craving found peace, while one who didn't suffered. This means simplifying your wants. Peace comes from needing less. Aristotle, work, Aristotle taught. The wise man does not expose himself needlessly to danger. A worker who took calculated risks succeeded, while one who was reckless failed. In work, this means being cautious. Don't take unnecessary risks. Zhuangzi, daily life. Zhuangzi said, "The sage does not cling to his own ideas." A man who held on to his beliefs suffered, while a sage who let go found peace. This reminds us to be open-minded. Don't be rigid in your thinking. Epictetus, self-growth, Epictetus taught. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. A Stoic faced challenges and grew, while another avoided them and stayed small. This reminds us to embrace challenges. They lead to growth. Lao Tzu, self-growth, Lao Tzu said, "The Tao is the mother of all things." A man who respected nature lived in harmony, while one who exploited it suffered. This teaches us to honor the natural world. It's the source of all life. Plato, daily life, Plato taught, "The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings." A man who loved deeply found joy, while one who closed his heart suffered. This teaches us to embrace love. It's a gift that enriches life. Confucius, work, Confucius taught. The superior man is firm in his resolve. A leader who stayed committed succeeded, while one who wavered failed. In work, this means staying focused. Don't let distractions derail you. Marcus Aurelius, self-growth, Marcus Aurelius taught. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like the wrongdoer. An emperor rose above his enemies, while another stooped to their level and fell. This means staying true to your values. Don't let others pull you down. Bhagavad Gita, daily life, Krishna taught. The wise are free from anger. A man who controlled his temper found peace, while one who didn't caused chaos. This means managing your emotions. Anger only harms you. Seneca taught. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have. In work, this reminds us to control our desires. Find peace in what you already have. Zhuangzi, self-growth, Zhuangzi said, "The sage does not seek to control." A man who tried to control everything failed, while a sage who let go succeeded. This reminds us to release control, trust the natural flow of life. That's it for today's journey of ancient wisdom. Which lesson spoke to you the most? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share this with a friend, and join me tomorrow for another exploration of timeless lessons. See you soon.